Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, from The Benchmark in glorious Thailand, and I'm with Project Topgun, or the E30. Come with me. So one of the issues we got, well, numerous issues with the car, are the brakes. It's got a big 4-litre V8, which is awesome. However, the brakes are not so great. The front brakes are from an E36. The rear brakes, I don't know where the rear brakes are from, actually, to be honest with you. I know that the whole back end is from a Skyline R34, which is pretty cool. But if you turn and have a look here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Those are drum brakes. Drum brakes are from the 80s, just like this car. Nothing wrong with that, but when I've got... Come over this way, I'll show you. Okay, so at the front, we have E36 328i brakes. Anyone online that's a nerd can correct me. That's what I've been told. Could be wrong, I don't know. They're okay, but when you've got this beast, come on, have a look at the engine. When you've got a 1UZ 4-litre V8 in a tiny E30, yeah, those brakes are not gonna do it. You know, if you've got plenty of go, you need plenty of stop. It's just basic safety, it's common sense, right? If you're gonna be fast, you gotta stop fast. So here we go, let's see. So these should be E36. Now any nerds online, have a good look there for me, and if you could tell me if that is E36. I'm pretty damn confident it is. The suspension, I forget the name, it's Japanese, it's a bit too stiff, but I'll sort that out later. So at the moment, the guys are trying to see what can and can't fit. Now I know that those brakes are a little bit too big, and also it's probably a little bit too close to the spokes there. But this size-wise, I think we're good. Interesting little test bench.
It's the same.
So they're measuring the thickness and size of the discs, because at the moment we have a little issue with clearance. The small one has got plenty of clearance, so I don't know if you can see. Problem with the small one is there's a chance of vibration. And I don't want vibration. Who wants vibration, right? So we're just going to be 100% sure that I can, how can I put this? So it's either run thinner discs, smaller calipers. I don't have a problem with that, but they're worried about vibration, and I don't have ABS. So that is a bit worrying. So if we can fit the bit bigger caliper and a fatter disc, we're going to do it. I can't run spacers because already this is at maximum width. I mean, it's pretty much as wide as it can go, unless I start rolling fenders and stuff, and I'm not really in the mood for that. So, and at the moment this guy's having a look, see what kit fits to turn that into a disc. Bad news is we cannot put a big brake kit on the front. Because I have got genuine BBS wheels and spokes are very thick. I have to run a spacer. I can't run a spacer because these are already, you know, at their, well, I'll show you. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that these are pretty much maxed out. I think the fenders have actually already been tinkered with to accept this width. So Ah, okay, all right, so there's good news. I can run, there's an oversized kit, which is this bad boy. And this is much bigger, but you can't really tell, but much bigger, much bigger. So gonna run oversized kit on the front, which is that. That's going on there with the standard caliper, which is from E36. And, well, there's a funny story with the rear, and I'll get to that in a moment. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Nissan discs, BMW caliper, incredible. Toyota engine, Nissan discs, BMW calipers, BMW car, Skyline Nissan gearbox, Skyline Nissan rear diff, and E36 compact rear drums. And she is a real hodgepodge. I have to ask myself why I didn't use a Toyota gearbox, but I'm sure there was a reason why. Okay, so there's been a few developments. Can't put a big brake kit on. However, I can put a conversion kit for the existing E36 caliper that was on there. They do what they call a brake size up. In other words, make your brake bigger using the original caliper. So, come out of here. We have a 330mm disc, which is the same size I was going to put on anyway. That's the original disc there. Now, because the car is completely custom, right? You've got a Toyota engine. You've got BMW car, we've got a Skyline gearbox, Skyline rear diff, we've got E36 compact rear brakes, God knows why, and Nissan discs. So I believe the hubs are from a Nissan, but they modified an E36 caliper to fit, which caused some serious issues. So, because this is a brake factory, and they make brakes, they made me a bracket right there. They painted it black, so you can't see it. Just hanging there. And they've made that for me so I can use the big disc, which is freaking awesome. Hey, okay, I'm really sweaty because it's Thailand, it's hot. If you've never been before, this is summer in Thailand, it's what, August? So it's as hot as it gets, but anyway. Car's done. You wanna have a look? Da, 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 da. Not bad, eh? Fairly discreet. In some ways, I'm actually quite pleased with this because it still looks kind of factory. I mean, you look at it, you don't notice it, right? You really have to look, and the whole point of this car is for it to be a bit of a sleeper, a bit of a sleeper. A bit. It doesn't sound like a sleeper, but the idea is that it is a sleeper. Yeah. I say, unlike my M3 back home, I don't have any rust issues with this bad boy because, well, it's Thailand. Nothing really rusts. And it's very cheap. Labor's super, super cheap. So if you have any bodywork issues, paint issues, cost buttons to get it fixed. Yeah, so there we go. All done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's flip you back round. Yeah, so pretty pleased. This is Run Stop. They make brakes. They actually make them. They're a factory. And so that's the owner who's just sneaking behind me. There he is. He's a bit shy. He let me have a tour and I wasn't allowed to film, but they make some serious brakes here, and they make some serious brakes for people that I'm not allowed to name, but I recognize the calipers from certain brands. Every 4-piston, 2-piston, 6-piston, 8-piston, monoblock, 2-piece, they're all here. And they're made here. I've seen the molds. They could just do anything you want. It's incredible. The only reason why they couldn't make their caliper fit my car is purely because I've got the retro BBS wheels and the offset is as far as it goes. Bad spaces, it's going to rub. So this is as good as it gets. The rear brake's going to leave them for now. Let's see how we get on, shall we? It's hot, it's going to be rush hour in a minute. Bangkok traffic is no joke, and I'll do a video on that. I mean, if you think you can drive, I've had some guys, you guys on YouTube criticize my driving. Oh, you have no idea the kind of driving you have to do in Asia and what I do in Asia. It's no joke. I drive through Bangkok in a car with a massive V8 with no traction control and no ABS. Yet my M2 cannot control it. Weird that, isn't it? Anyway, okay, until next time. Bye-bye.